Could a Pirates of the Caribbean sequel without Johnny Depp be the straw that breaks the camel's back for Disney? We're going to talk about that today because there's a lot of info swirling around this Pirates sequel, and Elon Musk may be making some moves. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Airy. Welcome to my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so what do I mean by this? The answer is pretty simple. There is a rumor going around that Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is finally going to go into production. Now, because of everything that happened between Johnny Depp, who portrays the much beloved character of Jack Sparrow, because of the situation with him and his ex-wife, Amber Heard, there was a lot of speculation that he would not get that role. I mean, he lost out a part at the Warner Brothers studio, and put Pirates 6 forever in development limbo. And for a while, there was some back and forth about it. So they were saying that the studio may do a female-centric Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which I think is an incredible insult to Keira Knightley, who portrayed Elizabeth Swann. She was in the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Then, of course, Penelope Cruz was in one of the sequels. And for one thing, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I like all of them. And yes, I know that some have higher quality than others. And yes, the first one is the best one. Let's just get that out of the way. But I find them all a lot of fun. And that's just how it is. I just think they're a lot of fun. Let's sit down, get some rum, and have a good time. But because, like I said just a minute ago, everything that happened with Johnny Depp's court case, there was some talk that they would do a female pirate captain. And for a while, it was rumored that Margot Robbie was going to be that person. And then they had said, just to slap insult to Depp, that Amber Heard was going to take the part. But then when the trial happened and all that stuff came out about her, that really showed just what a terrible human being she is, that kind of put that to rest. However, for a while, it was also rumored that Ayo Edebiri, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing that, but she is the star, or a star, of the TV show called Bear, and her name has come up a lot for Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Now, please note, what I'm about to say is no bearing on her personally. It is no bearing on her acting skills. I've never seen her act. For all I know, she could be an amazing actress, but let's just be real here. The fans don't want a new captain for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We want Jack Sparrow. She can be in it with him. She can be a main character in it, but we want Jack Sparrow. And I don't think it's a stretch to say I am speaking for a lot of pirate fans. So this is according to Fandom Wire, which, by the way, Fandom Wire is a shill website. So for them to acknowledge what I'm about to read, that goes a long way. So anyway, Fandom Wire. No Pirates without Johnny Depp. Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff is expected to fail as Ayo Edebiri gets eyed as the lead star. Fans argue that Ayo Edebiri's involvement will be insufficient to keep the ship afloat, insisting that no one can replace Captain Jack Sparrow. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article, but here's the summary, basically, and they have this on the website. The Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise is set to be reimagined with a female-led spinoff. Ayo Edebiri is being considered for the role of Anne, with the creators aiming to feature a younger crew of pirates searching for buried treasure. However, fans argue that Edebiri's presence alone won't suffice, as no one can replace Captain Jack Sparrow. Go read the article on fandomwire.com for yourself. And I think that's a perfect summation. I remember for a while they had taken Johnny Depp's likeness off of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland, and the fans erupted, and they put him back just in a different place, but they did put him back. So that just shows you the power of the fans and what's going on with all of this. Pirates of the Caribbean is a much beloved film franchise, and Disney just refuses to learn. They're going to go even further with Pirates of the Caribbean. They've already stripped mined everything they could, and it's just not working for them, but they keep doubling down, and it makes no freaking sense. Whenever they ousted Bob Chapek and Bob Iger made his unceremonious return. They had a perfect opportunity there to redo everything, and they did clean house a little bit. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, what I am about to tell you is purely speculation. This is just me guessing, so don't go screaming that I'm claiming I have insider knowledge or whatever. I think that if the Pirates of the Caribbean movie gets made and how they're saying they want it to, right? Where they're going to do a bunch of younger pirates who have a strong wham-in leader who's going to find treasure chest. Obviously, nothing wrong with a story of a female pirate captain. There were lots of pirate captains in history. The issue is just give them their own movie. You don't have to give them a beloved franchise, right? Jack Sparrow is the face of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and he should stay the face of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And I think that if Disney strip mines pirates, this is what's going to lead to Nelson Peltz being taken over because he has an unexpected ally, and that is Elon Musk. Because what happened? Disney decided to take all their ads off X, formerly known as Twitter. I think that if this happens, because they're already have strip mined their classic animated films to do these remakes. They've already done this with Star Wars and Marvel. And if they go further into the Wayback Machine for something like Pirates, this is only going to hurt them more. So this is from that Park Place. It says Elon Musk and Nelson Peltz embrace publicly just days ahead of Disney's next earning call. Musk hints he might acquire Disney. Bob Iger might want to order more ulcer medication. The richest man in the world, who had choice words for the Disney CEO at a New York Times summit, was just publicly embracing the man waging a proxy war for control of the Walt Disney Company. Lola went loca today, but not for the typical Hollywood reason one might expect on a red carpet. Instead, it could be that Disney CEO Bob Iger is seeing red after a surely orchestrated public display of camaraderie had between Nelson Peltz and Elon Musk. The latter is, of course, the man who famously told those companies boycotting X, formerly Twitter, for boycotting money that they could go F themselves. He then turned to the crowd and said, "Oh, hello, Bob," which was a reference to Disney CEO Bob Iger, the man who had just moments earlier spoken in condescending tone about Musk and his behaviors. Meanwhile, Nelson Peltz is the largest private shareholder of Disney stock, as well as the head of Tryon, an activist investment fund looking to shore up 2 board seats on the Disney directorship. That's in contrast to what Disney officials want, as the board has not recommended Tryon's proposed board members who will be up for ballot come April. Tryon wants both Nelson Peltz and former Disney chief financial officer Jay Rasulo on the board, and Tryon has not been subdued with their criticisms of the current board, as well as Disney management. And Tryon has also launched their own strategy for handling Disney called Recapture the Magic, and they've talked about this and whatnot. So the article continues. But perhaps the biggest bombshell of Elon Musk joining Nelson Peltz on the red carpet of Selena Gomez's Lola film was his hinting that he was with friends and thinking about companies to acquire. If there's anyone who has the pockets deep enough to actually help Peltz take control of Disney, it's Elon Musk. And there's little doubt in the timing of all this, considering the next earning calls for the Walt Disney Company is later this week. It's hard to imagine Bob Iger having the earnings call now without even a question about this possibility. And go read the rest of the article at thatparkplace.com. And this is accurate. And like I said, this is just my speculation based on what I'm reading. If Disney goes through with this, they're going and announces a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp, it's over for them. That's it. They had their run. Nelson Peltz, I do think him and his group are going to get on the board. I don't know how many, but I think they are going to take it over. This Elon Musk thing, I think that this is only going to expand, and we'll hear more about this. But I think that is what will do it in, unless they wave the white flag much sooner and let the fans have what they want, which is our favorite Disney stories, Star Wars stories, Marvel stories, told in a way that is reminiscent and respectful of the lore. And until Bob Iger gets that through his thick millionaire skull, it's not going to change. But I think that we will see the tide turn.